Elul. It's popular today to claim to be woke. And without diving into all the political discourse around that loaded term, I want to point out it's really nothing new. There have been many ways to claim to shed false consciousness throughout time, and waking up is actually one of the oldest. As we find in the Rambam's comment on why we blow shofar on Rosh Hashanah. Now you may say, wait a minute, we blow Rosh Hashanah shofar because it's a mitzvah. And the Rambam agrees, but in addition to the commandment, he says there's also a hint at its essential nature. He says, wake up, O you slumberers, from your sleep. And what's the false consciousness from which the shofar is meant to awaken us? Well, he says you have to look at all your actions because we forget the truth because of the emptiness of the day. And what's that truth the Rambam is driving at? Well, he goes on to tell us that our actions matter. And you know what? There is no greater lie being propagated in the world today than the one that tells you your actions don't matter. Whether it's to tell you it's not worth recycling your bottles because of the 9 billion people on the planet, or whether it's to tell you that the commandments given by God are not actually what they appear. The Rambam says a person in this time needs to see themselves as perfectly balanced between the good and the evil, between the acts that build up the world and those which, God forbid, tear it down. And to understand that every single thing you do matters. Not just matters, but might be that which tips the scales for you, for your city, for the whole world to the side of good. That is the false consciousness from which we must awaken, which the shofar calls us to shed. This notion that your actions, God forbid, don't matter. If you want to understand the basis of all morality, it's a recognition that you have agency. And with that agency comes responsibility. And that responsibility means that your actions matter. So wake up, people. Tune into the shofar and embrace the power of Elul. Elul!